All right, Star Wars Show Media. I just want you to lie to me. Just flat out lie to me. Just don't pull any punches. Just lie. Go. All right, hey, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. You're listening to Ethan Van Sciver, 25-year veteran of the comic book industry, illustrator of future Canadian Prime Minister Dr. Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. Yeah, I did the drawings in that. I'm the creator of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time. No SJW's beaten me yet. Not at all. Of course, I'm the world's most charming man and a great big Star Wars fan. This is hilarious. I guess this is when you have expectations and hopes and dreams for your child, and they do not meet them. And somebody says to you, "How is little Jimmy doing in school?" And you say, "He's doing very well. He's doing well. Jimmy is selling very well on Blu-ray." That's kind of the situation here for Soylo, a Star Wars story. This is kind of sad almost, because we already know. They had big plans and dreams. In August, it was clear Lucasfilm was expecting Soylo, a Star Wars story, to actually make close to $100 million on Blu-ray in order to make the whole thing break even. Now, if they were able to do that, if they were able to actually outsell The Force Awakens on Blu-ray, this whole thing wouldn't be quite the big, enormous disaster that it has been. Now, of course, it has been a disaster. It has been a waste of everyone's time, everyone's money. Why would you want to spend so much creative time, so much creative energy, so much money making something that was a wash, much less something that lost $80 million? And that is the situation that we find ourselves in now. This is StarWarsNewsNet.com. StarWarsNewsNet.com. It always confuses me. You want to say StarWarsNews.net, but no, it's StarWarsNewsNet and then .com. Very good. Lovely illustration here of the first catastrophe, the first Star Wars catastrophe. Looks like it could have been good, right? No? Okay. All right, let's read what they have to say here. This is sad. This is kind of, what is this? What's the word I'm looking for? Poignant? Is it poignant? I think it's poignant here. While Soylo, and I'll give it some respect, while Soylo, a Star Wars story, was sadly the first, and hopefully only, box office disappointment for the Star Wars franchise. Oh, there are more coming. There are definitely more sad disappointments coming. I'm sorry. It just looks that way to me. I could be wrong. Early data from its Blu-ray sales indicate the film is getting a cult following. Oh, good, it's going to be Rocky Horror Picture Show. They're hoping this will become Rocky Horror Picture Show. Well, it could. You could play Soylo, a Star Wars story, in theaters at midnight on Friday nights, and people could dress up like L337 and throw tomatoes at the screen. Why not? They could act it out in front of the... That would be great if it was like Rocky Horror Picture Show and somebody was dressed like L337, and then, I don't know, you bisect her in the middle of the movie, and then whoever's playing Dong Lover could pick up each piece of her and cry and then carry her broken body to the Millennial Flamingo, and cult following. That's what it means to be a cult classic, I think. Or at least the people who skipped out on the movie at the theater are giving it a shot from the comfort of their homes. That's right, where they can actually walk out of their living rooms. All right, so aside from an uncharacteristically lackluster marketing campaign from Disney, which had a limited window, undersold the movie, serving as the story of Chewie and Han's budding bromance, they had a shower together. Yeah. Chilling, absolutely chilling. And didn't put enough of a spotlight on the movie's lead character or the strengths of the actor playing him. I think they gave plenty of kudos to Alden Ehrenreich. I think he got all of the credit he was due and deserved, and then some. So I disagree. Soylo had the disposition of being the first Star Wars movie that couldn't call itself the biggest event in town. That honor went to a different Disney movie, Avengers Infinity War. That's right. Tell him to eat it, Kevin Feige. The MCU has swept Disney. They have become the leading franchise at Disney right now. They pushed Star Wars to number 2, a distant number 2. under the leadership of Kathleen Kennedy. Kevin Feige has put his boot down. This is MCU country, Kathleen Kennedy. The Force may be female, but Disney is definitely. What's this? Captain Marvel? Oh, well, okay. So just for now, Kevin Feige has the leadership, the lead position. He's the lead horse at Disney. That's going to change when Captain Marvel comes out and bombs horrifically and humiliatingly next year. I think is it January or something like that? Look that up and let me know in the comments. Thank you. When can I expect Captain Marvel? When can I expect to be horrified by that movie? I cannot wait. And Disney's call to not push Solo back to a more favorable window ultimately did the movie in. Just push it right out the window. But based on new reports, we have a good feeling about Solo's post-theatrical lifespan. Reports of the movie's Blu-ray sales in its first 2 weeks, all the way back in September, have finally come in, and it sold nearly 800,000 Blu-ray discs in the United States at that point. That's promising. That's reassuring. This is more than double what Edge of Tomorrow. I'm sorry, what? That doesn't sound like Star Wars. That doesn't sound like a Star Wars movie to me. A different movie that was liked by critics and audiences, but ultimately wasn't successful in theaters, was able to accomplish in the same time span. Bear in mind that Edge of Tomorrow apparently cleared the break-even point once Blu-ray, DVD, VOD, and digital sales were all factored in. And the studio behind it is confident enough that the intellectual property that they're open to doing a sequel whenever Doug Liman clears his busy schedule for it. With news that Rogue One's Cassian Andor is getting his own show. Yeah, that's good news. Yeah, that changes everything. Perhaps this kind of success gives Lucasfilm the kind of leeway they would need from Disney to continue the story set up in Solo on the Disney Plus platform. I don't think so. I think the only place to play Soylo, a Star Wars story, is on airplanes. That way people can't walk out. Play that movie over and over again on airplanes. And you know what? I mean, maybe some people still will walk out. They'll open up that airlock and just... Is it an airlock on an airplane? What is that? Or is that just on a... Was that just on the Aliens movie in outer space? I don't know. I'm not sure. But hopefully they would stay in their seats and endure the performance of Alden Ehrenreich. All right, so, however, I do want to put this news in perspective. Do that, please. Solo is still the lowest-selling Disney-era Star Wars movie on home video. Looking at the Numbers.com's first reports on the openings of each movie, we have the following as a frame of reference. All right, so this is important to understand. The Force Awakens sold 3.4 million Blu-ray copies, Blu-ray discs, and it made $85,376,000 in revenue. Rogue One is the only movie that's comparable to Solo. Okay, it wasn't one of the main trilogies. It wasn't a part of that. It was just kind of a spin-off movie. Rogue One actually made $38 million in revenue. The Last Jedi, of course, horrific bomb. Nobody wanted to see that movie again. If you saw it once, that was enough. That was enough. You didn't want to own it on DVD. You wouldn't want to have that in your house. If you had a copy of The Last Jedi on Blu-ray in your house, you'd call a priest for an exorcism. Nobody wants to have that movie in their house. $40 million in revenue. And then Soylo. All right, Soylo. The little engine that couldn't, 18.3 million. 18.3 million. I have to tell you, in August, they were hoping to make $100 million on the DVD to break even, and 18 million just is not really going to do it. Soylo, selling fewer Blu-ray discs than any other three Disney-era Star Wars films, should be of little surprise due to its substantially poor theatrical box office. All three other movies made $500 million or more domestically, but even still, these are good numbers for a movie that crawled past the $213 million line in the United States. Let's make a frame of comparison between Solo and another movie that performed similarly in the United States, Logan. But everyone loved Logan. Everyone loved Logan. I still haven't seen it yet. Everyone thought James Mangold's Logan was a work of art, and I'm going to have to see it. While the production budgets between Fox's 2017 hit and Disney's 2018 disappointment, and the demographics watching both movies are as different as night and day, both ended up with similar box office totals. And so far, Solo exceeding Logan by over $2 million in Blu-ray revenue in spite of trailing it at the box office revenue. Well, the difference is, of course, that Logan probably did not spend close to $500 million just in production costs, not including promotion. Their promotion costs were, I don't know, did they mismanage that money? The only place that I could find Soylo promotional items was at Denny's, and that was not a good experience for my family. That was not a good experience for my family, but I did go. I went there to make a video for you guys. That's not even counting domestic and international DVD. Let's bring that on. For that matter, the movie's international Blu-ray sales, the fact that Soylo's home video run is going right around the cusp of the holidays. Can you imagine getting Soylo for Christmas? Would you like a copy of Soylo on Blu-ray DVD for Christmas from a loved one, from Santa Claus? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's Dawn Lover and Alden Third Ehrenreich and Queera and all of your favorites, L337, and a shower scene between Han Solo and Chewbacca. Merry Christmas. While consumer spending is at an annual height, it can't be overlooked either. There's enough going for the movie right now that there's a chance that it could reach a break-even point after all. But that depends on continued sales being good between Black Friday and Christmas. All things considered, things are looking good right now. They're looking good. These people are so optimistic. I admire it. I admire the optimism of the Disney shells. I'm really pleased. I don't know. I wish. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine having fans that are this understanding and this supportive, and then offering them L337. Imagine having fans that'll go to bat for you and make up statistics and really be supportive and hopeful and dreamy about the prospects of your company doing well after offering them Dong Lover, the pansexual Lando Calrissian. Imagine that. That's the world we live in right now. Proud to be a Star Wars fan. Proud to be part of the fandom menace. Watching this thing come down like the Hindenburg under the mismanaged leadership of Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, the humanity. Okay, oh, the humanity. I can't wait to see what happens. Let's see these sales after the holidays, and we'll see if they've inched closer to that enviable break-even point. Hey, want to follow me on Twitter? Okay, cool. I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. Talk to you there. Show your friends you support independent comics while showing the world who you back in the fight against the swarm with the brand new Cyberfrog t-shirt from Crypto Fashion and Comic Artist Pro Secret. Sizes come in small to 5XL, and take your choice of colors between navy blue, white, and black. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and order the Fandom Menace, Go Get Daddy's Belt, Tico, and Soylo t-shirts as well. Link is below in the description. You're going to look great. People love these shirts. They fit wonderfully. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the Laughing Man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.